Do I have any popcorn in my teeth? This weekend marks the spiritual end of the summer movie season. So now is a perfect time to look back at what kind of summer the box office had. So far, the summer has pulled in around $3.8 billion domestically, and a lot of that has to do with 4 winners, starting with blockbusters with a big female audience. Pitch Perfect 2 had a huge opening with $69 million, which was more than the original film made altogether. What was the biggest part of that? 72% of the film's audience that weekend were women. As for Amy Schumer's breakout comedy Trainwreck, 68% were women, which helped to bring in a really healthy $30 million. One of the biggest things missing from last year's summer box office were family films. This summer was night and day compared to last year, with Pixar's Inside Out making $90 million in its opening weekend, and Universal's Minions bringing the second biggest animated opening of all time with roughly $115 million. Both of those films went on to make over $300 million each at the box office, which goes to show just how vital it is for Hollywood to have films that you can bring the whole family to. Universal has had a record-breaking summer, bringing in $1.3 billion. That represents 35% of the tickets sold this summer. And while we're talking about Universal, that leads to the biggest winner of 2015, the monstrous Jurassic World, which rampaged through every single box office record you could imagine. When the movie was released in June, it made $208 million, the biggest opening in US history, which was just a little bit off from what crazy people were saying the movie was going to make. An opening of $120 million. Boo! After that first weekend, Jurassic World made over $600 million at the US box office and is now number 3 on the list of highest grossing films of all time. So while the summer will most likely not get to the mythical $5 billion mark, it is still a huge improvement over the dismal summer last year. And for all you cinephiles, just because it's going to get a little colder and the leaves are going to turn brown doesn't mean that blockbusters are going to slow down. Because here we have huge films like the final installment of the Hunger Games series, Spectre, which is the next film in the James Bond franchise, and some other Disney film about stars or wars or something like that. I don't know. I really don't follow that series.
Hey, Frank, can you pass me the milk?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So even though the summer is over, we'll still see you at the movies.